That did work. Hi, Pierrce Holmes. I'm a second-year MPP student in the economic and racial equity concentration. And before I get all into what I did, I want to thank a few people. First of all, everybody involved in the Segal program, the Segal family, just for making this experience possible for all of us. But speaking for myself, just my experience was incredible. Thanking my supervisors at Rand, and also thank you to Susie and Kyle for everything they do. Thank you to all of my co-award mates just for being amazing people. Apart from their intellectual capacity, which by the way is incredible, you really don't realize how little you know until you're in a room with a bunch of brilliant people. So it's always good to be humbled like that. But no, I sincerely care about all of them dearly, and that means a lot to me. And lastly, my parents are on this call. I am not doing anything if they're not here. Everything that they've done for me and provided for me. So if I don't acknowledge that, then I'm not acknowledging myself and why I am here. So thank y'all as always. And I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. Y'all know what that is. So my experience was working with the RAND Center to Advance Racial Equity Policy, which only came about within the last year. And specifically, I got to focus on reparations work in that time frame. And my concentration in racial equity has always been, before I was any sort of concentration, that was my goal with anything that I did in my life, was to find ways to advance that and advance communities like the one that I grew up in. And bearing that in mind, getting to work on something that is so directly applicable to communities of color and Black communities especially was an experience that I really wouldn't trade for anything. And it gave me a lot of perspective. I got to engage in the research directly and help make meaningful contributions to the papers, the series of working papers that they were developing over at RAND. And I also got to deviate from that and sort of create my own projects based on my own research and opinions that I had around the topic, and having that flexibility and getting to apply not just things that I got from the MPP program, skills that I developed there, but also just using the competencies gained from the Segal Foundation really made a huge difference in my experience. And the little quote I have here is completely true. I mean, the Segal Fellow experience really forced me to reflect on how much context matters and everything. It's something that I'm very aware of, but really having to think about it in light of the work that I was doing and how where we are now in history are so necessarily entangled, and how using that to hopefully advance society over time, which is a really tall order, but we're gonna try and do it. I really valued that experience and just having that foundation, and of course, having the support of everybody beside me. And yeah,